Our minds are a fantastic thing. It is full of immense possibilities and has unlimited capabilities. However, in today's overstimulated and fast-paced world, our minds can quickly become overwhelmed. Many people feel that their minds are never at peace. There is a constant commotion that never stops, with an out-of-control banging of thoughts that can leave them feeling nervous, worried, sad, or troubled. They are never at peace with themselves and can never seem to get out of their ruts and move forward to accomplish their goals. Often, they feel unfocused and disoriented. These are all clear signs of a cluttered mind. When our minds become overworked, it can lead to an inability to think straight, which can result in a loss of productivity. If you feel like your mind is racing faster than you can keep up, it is essential that you take care of yourself and find a way to declutter your mind so that you can gain mental clarity and achieve greater success. Fortunately, there are ways that you can train your brain to slow down and focus. The first thing that you need to understand is the various things that can lead to a cluttered mind in the first place. Too many people spend their lives carrying around baggage from the past. We hold on to things that were beyond our control and past grudges and worries that we can't change. However, it is essential to understand that the past is gone, and if you want to gain mental clarity, you have to learn to let go of the past. The burden of the past can be incredibly heavy and will influence the present if allowed, and will impair your actions and judgments and keep you from achieving greater success. Another problem that people face when it comes to mental clarity is the constant, unremitting chatter that fills our heads. It can render you incapable of experiencing the real joys in life and impairs your cognitive abilities. It can slow you down, and affect your decision-making abilities and leave you feeling confused, bewildered and absent-minded. When you can learn how to quiet this constant chatter, you can start to clear your mind and gain the clarity you need to succeed in your business. Negative thoughts can also affect your abilities to process constructive ideas. Unfortunately, if they are allowed to remain in your mind, negative thought patterns will eventually become a part of your personality. They will begin to influence both your thoughts and actions and keep you from accomplishing your goals. You need to gain a clear understanding of the mechanisms of negative thought patterns so you can learn the different ways to break them. When our minds are cluttered with things from the past and negative thoughts, we can't find happiness. The negative thoughts that we have cause us to complain about our shortcomings rather than counting the blessings in our lives. We end up foregoing the simple joys in life without giving it much thought. However, you can change all of this by developing a greater sense of mental clarity and space. The reality is that mental clutter, when not dealt with, not only will influence your mind, but it can also lead to physical manifestations as well. Taking the time to clear your mind of all the clutter, and develop strategies for success is incredibly important if you want to enjoy greater success. Different kinds of mental clutter and what can trigger it. Before you can learn how to fix your mental clutter and gain mental clarity, you have to know the different types of mental clutter and the various ways that it can manifest. There are 5 kinds of mental clutter that can end up causing you to lose focus and keep you from greater success. The information presented in this chapter will help you determine what type of mental clutter consumes your mind. Negative self-talk. The majority of us have a voice in our heads that dictates information to us. It could be a voice that prompts you to say something during a conversation, or the voice that tells you what it is that you truly want in a given situation. It is the voice that speaks to you about how you look when you look in the mirror, or the voice that talks to you in terms of your self-esteem. It can be both positive and negative. This type of self-talk, when it is negative, can create a significant amount of mental clutter in our heads. When you tell yourself that a specific goal that you're trying to accomplish is impossible, it can end up actualizing a situation where you end up failing. On the other hand, if you can cultivate positive self-talk, the results are much more likely to end up being the opposite. Instead of failing, you succeed. Negative self-talk ends up creating a negative mental environment that impacts every aspect of our lives. Some common signs of this kind of negative mental environment include feelings of inadequacy, feelings of self-doubt, and feelings of ugliness. If you can relate to these feelings, you're not alone. This is a common type of mental clutter that many people deal with, and many don't even realize that it is occurring until they stop and think about it. And don't forget to pray, ask the Lord to guide you and help overcome all your needs. Keep safe, God bless.